So, who wants to start?
Oh, I made a mistake.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? A rather big mistake. How do you suggest we fix this rather big mistake?
Hello, I'm Sophia Jessica, and welcome to the Fan Carpet.
So Flora, it's absolutely amazing to speak to you today. How's everything going for you?
Pretty good, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a lovely week. Yeah, helped by the sort of beautiful weather at the start of the week.
Yeah, then it got a little bit worse as the days went on.
Yeah, we won't focus on the end of the week. Let's hold on to Monday sunshine. Yeah.
Yeah. So if we go back to the beginning, was there a defining moment for you to get into the film industry?
Ooh. No. Truthfully, I can't think of a defining moment. I suppose because I actually started more in theatre, although I did do bits and pieces of telly. My first TV job was, gosh, no, there isn't really a defining moment because I feel it's sort of just segued between theatre into the. I knew I really, really wanted to do some work in TV and film industry. So I guess there was kind of a concerted push from, well, I made that clear to my agent, and they obviously then tried to keep their ears open for suitable projects.
Awesome. All right. So what was it about Say Your Prayers that enticed you to get involved?
Well, I mean, the whole package, really. I guess, first and foremost, the amazing script by Harry and Jamie. Yeah, I was sent that, and I was just really sort of surprised by it and hadn't read anything like it. So I was instantly quite attracted to it. And then met up with Harry, had a coffee with him, and we really just got on very well. And so I knew that I'd really love to work with him, which is, always a big part of it, isn't it? Is the kind of connection with the director. And then the cast, oh my gosh. And when I realised that Anna was attached to play Bruff, that was like, sealed the deal. I mean, yeah, I was obviously very, very excited to have some scenes. Well, most of my scenes with her.
That's awesome. So what specifically was it about TI that grabbed you when you read the script?
I like how she's sort of the counter to Bruff. I think in the words of Harry Michell, actually, in the script, the description is that she's like the yin to Bruff's yang. And it kind of feels like that. Like she's sort of, well, unjaded and very much a kind of glass half full, sunny character, which seemed like a nice thing to play. But also, I guess I was just interested in the dynamic and the relationship between her and Bruff and how they kind of functioned. Also, I've never played like a role that's sort of, well, in uniform. Not that she is in uniform in this instance, but kind of cool to get to explore like the police force and what that is and the different roles within it. I knew that'd be an interesting side of the kind of research before starting. And what else? Oh, well, also the fact that she's a real like Ilkley girl. Very much kind of part of the community and has grown up there. And I did know Ilkley. Two good friends of mine from university are from Ilkley, so I kind of knew about it. And I had been to Ilkley before filming, and it's such a warm, lovely place. And so I guess the idea of playing someone that's from there as well was really lovely.
Awesome. So how would you say that you relate to TI?
Well, I'm not a police officer. How do I relate to her? I'd like to think I tend to see the glass half full. Possibly a bit more jaded and cynical than Hodge. Maybe that's because I've lived in London so long. Also, maybe it's the current climate, you know, what's 2020 done to us all. I don't know how Hodge would be right now, having had this year like the rest of us. I guess they're the main things. And I feel like she is, I don't know, maybe I'm being too kind to myself. I like the idea that she's a real sort of pay it forward type character. And I think certainly, like, you know, puts a lot of value on kindness and making people feel good. I'd hope that I'm that type of person, but I mean, maybe I'm not. You'd have to ask my friends and family.
Okay. Do you have any favorite films?
Ooh. I mean, yeah, but I'm always really bad at, like, I don't have like a top three, or I'm very, very reluctant to say. I guess because I like a real mixed bag, actually, and real different genres. I'm like always the one that pops up and usually pops out of my mouth before I can stop myself is Strictly Ballroom, which I don't know why, I just love it. It's yeah, other than that, oh gosh, can I leave it there? Yeah, I'm just going to say Strictly Ballroom. I mean, it's bold, but yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Why not? It's a classic for a reason. Are there any other aspects of the film industry that you'd like to pursue?
You mean sort of different roles within it?
Yeah, like directing, writing, producing, those sort of things.
I mean, I find it all really fascinating. Directing for sure. But it's not really something I've given much kind of time or energy to as yet. But yeah, in terms of in the future, I'd love to. But it's obviously, you know, a very highly skilled thing. Otherwise, I don't think I'm very suited to sort of the production side, because I'm not the most organized person. So yeah, I guess the directing side, I'd love to have a crack at sort of further down the line.
Awesome. So are there any genres that you haven't done yet that you'd like to?
Well, this was kind of my first foray into comedy, really, albeit, you know, a sort of dark comedy, crime comedy. And I really, well, I just, had a blast. It was so much fun and I really loved it. And I found it sort of very different, throughout very different challenges. I'd like to explore more in comedy, because I think prior to this it'd been much more straight drama. So yeah, I guess more of the comedy would be great. That, as opposed to, like, I guess that's the main one that springs to mind. I know this is a comedy, but I guess kind of perhaps different types of comedy I'd like to explore. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, comedy's great. I've been finding myself watching a comedy pretty much every night during this whole pandemic situation, because I just want to have a laugh.
Of course. I mean, we need it, right? Absolutely. It's more important than ever. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there a book that you're a fan of that hasn't been adapted to film or TV or Netflix yet that you'd love to be a part of?
Ooh. Oh my gosh. I think it has just been adapted. I was about to say, and it's probably a really obvious one, and I now can't remember the name of it, so that's awful. But what's the other one by Sally Rooney, Not Normal People? Conversation with Friends, but I think that's currently happening. So yes, I'd like to be in that, please. I just loved it as a book. what else have I been reading? Nothing that I would say there's really a part for me in it. Sorry, it's a bit useless. Nothing springs to mind. I think because I'm actually, of late, have been reading not so much fiction. I've been reading kind of other stuff. So yeah, nothing jumps out.
Okay. Obviously, with the popularity of streaming services like Netflix, what do you think the future of cinema is?
Future of cinema? That feels like quite a tricky question right now. Just in terms of the future of any bits of our industry. It's like, everyone's having to muddle on through, /adapt, /diversify. And I hope the future of cinema is, bright, full steam ahead, because it's one of my biggest joys. And I think nothing really competes, the small screen or what we've all got used to, watching it on our iPads. Or when I see people, again, actually I say this, I haven't been on public transport for such a long time, but people are doing on their commute, watching films and big, incredible sort of cinematography on their iPhones, like on the way to work. I don't know, it kind of blows my mind, and part of me thinks, what are we missing by not watching it on the big screen? So I really, really hope that the future of cinema is kind of is as bright as ever.
Brilliant. Okay, and what are you hoping audience will take away from Say Your Prayers when they get a chance to see it?
I hope they will, primarily just to have a good old laugh. It's kind of a romp, it's really fun. I feel like the comedy side is the thing, really. Yes, it's a dark comedy and it explores some interesting and sort of darker material. And it's fairly kind of, you've got some quite radical characters. But I think that, and I also think, my gosh, it really appeals to all ages, actually, because the scenery is another, I feel like it's a whole other character. We were really lucked out in terms of locations. The setting in Yorkshire and sort of all around Ilkley and Otley, and it's just stunning scenery, and shot so beautifully by our DP. So take away some of that as well, just beautiful Yorkshire scenery.
Brilliant. Okay, and just before I let you go, in these difficult times, what are you looking forward to getting back to when it's safe to do so? Do you have any projects on the horizon?
I'm looking forward to being in a rehearsal room, doing live things, being off screens, being off my screen, because it's been so challenging for so many people. Well, everyone in different ways, and quite like a fallow period, I think, for a lot of people in our industry. Well, it's just stopped, and I guess I've been lucky. There's been a couple of things recently, like I was able to do a kind of reading and workshop thing, but via Zoom again, and it's wonderful, but I cannot wait to be in the room with people, exploring stories and telling stories, and that's the main thing, yeah. And I say in the room, I guess because that's the first step, but then to be on set as well, which has been wonderful. So that's, I guess, my kind of my main hope, what I'm looking forward to, yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, well, this has been an absolute pleasure to speak to you today. I wish you all the best with everything, and I look forward to whatever you do next.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been lovely to chat to you.
You too. Thanks very much. Take care.
Great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram for more content next time.
We'll make it up to you.
I know you will, boys. I know you will.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.